You ain't seen nothing yet.
Thanks for joining us today. For BTV, I'm Jessica Kasherchak.
And I'm Taylor Tone. Until next time, may your portfolio prosper.
USA Radio News with Wendy King.
President Trump tweets his second summit with North Korea's Kim Jong-un is set for the 27th and 28th of February in Hanoi. He says, quote, "I look forward to seeing Chairman Kim and advancing the cause of peace." There are calls for impeachment for Virginia's lieutenant governor.
I believe these women. He needs to resign immediately. Should the lieutenant governor fail to do so, on Monday, I intend to introduce articles of impeachment.
Patrick Hope, Democratic member of Virginia's House of Delegates. Two women have now come forward to accuse Justin Fairfax of sexual assault. Meanwhile, Virginia's embattled Governor Ralph Northam is refusing to step down and says he is done defending his past after a racist photo was found on his med school yearbook page. You're listening to USA Radio News.
Question, do you have a health insurance plan you are not happy with? Well, Bethany and Jason thought they were stuck. Their plan just kept getting more expensive, and Bethany's favorite doctor didn't even take that plan anymore. And then some friends at church told them about Medishare.
With our previous insurance, we were paying $1,200 a month. With Medishare, we now pay around $600 a month.
Yes, they're paying $600 less per month, and that's a pretty typical savings with Medishare. And they actually like Medishare more.
I was able to go back to my original doctor that I absolutely loved, and it's just been an absolutely beautiful thing being a part of Medishare.
Yeah, so they pay a lot less, and they like it more. No wonder Medishare is growing so fast. Find out more. They're super easy to talk to. All you have to do is call 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE, 833-34-BIBLE.
President Trump has gotten a clean bill of health in his annual physical. He underwent his second annual exam, and he spent more than 4 hours at Walter Reed Medical Center. When it was over, White House physician Sean Connolly said the president is in very good health. Specific details, such as the president's weight, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels, were not released. Last year, the president was advised to lose around 15 pounds. A winter storm is bringing more than a foot of snow to parts of Washington state and Oregon. Meteorologist Richard Vaughn at the Weather Prediction Center says the same storm will drop up to 5 feet of snow on the Sierra Nevadas.
The heaviest precipitation will be occurring northwest California coasts, southwest coastal Oregon, and California, Sierra Nevada by the time we get into late Saturday through the day Sunday.
This is USA Radio News.
With a recession ending, if you've been putting off building your business, now is the time to act. General Steel will meet or beat any price on a pre-engineered steel building of the same size and specifications. Act now, before steel prices go up. So call us today for free information.
Call 800-965-1290. 800-965-1290, 800-965-1290.
President Trump's daughter Ivanka says she has zero concern that any of her loved ones will be swept up in the Russia probe. More from USA's Rick Vincent.
In an interview with co-host Abby Huntsman of ABC's The View, Ivanka Trump also says she ignores most of the leaks coming out of the White House.
I, on a personal level, have been the subject of many leaks that I know not to be true. So I tend not to pay too much attention to leaks and anonymous sourcing.
Do you have any idea who the leaker or leakers?
Some of them, yeah. Why are they still there? Some of them are not here.
During the exclusive ABC interview, Ivanka Trump talked about the new Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative that she has been pushing, aimed at empowering women in the developing world. The $50 million fund will be distributed by U.S. aid, with a goal of empowering 50 million women in developing countries by 2025.
Lindsey Buckingham from the band Fleetwood Mac is now suing the band. He was kicked off of the band's new tour right before it started for undisclosed reasons. Fans are now surprised to learn that Buckingham has undergone open-heart surgery. His publicist says the 69-year-old singer-guitarist has damaged vocal cords following the surgery. His doctors say they are still waiting to find out if the damage in his vocal cords are permanent. For USA Radio News, I'm Wendy King.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? You'll want to write down a very important phone number that can assure you're receiving your full benefits. Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits, in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now at 1-800-521-7617 to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage at no extra cost, you can also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free, and there's
We do appreciate it. Let's see, Biz Talk Radio here in San Diego, AM 1240. And, of course, wherever you are, Facebook Live, questions, comments, john@gardenamerica.com. And later on this hour, as we talk to our guest, we're going to be doing a giveaway. So be listening for that, because we're going to have you call 855-424-9825 when we do that giveaway this morning, John.
What are we giving away?
We're giving away a $100 gift certificate to...
Wow, to Heirloom Roses.
Heirloom Roses, $100. And that's going to tie in with our guest this morning, so on and so forth. And does that help, Tiger, so they can see that that gift certificate?
Oh, yeah, if you're on Facebook, Tiger's showing the gift certificate.
Yeah, so you know exactly what it is you'll be getting if you're the... Actually, we'll take the first caller, I guess, once we ask the question, Tiger. Is that how you want to do it?
Yeah, exactly. So stay tuned for more details, right?
Yeah, because this has everything to do with our guest this morning, which we'll be bringing on, I should say, in about 10 or 15 minutes. So, again, a chance to win that $100 gift card. Stay tuned for that. Otherwise...
You know, last week we gave away a new Prius. And if you...
And we're going to customize it for them.
You know, last week we obviously weren't here, so we replayed an old show. Did you notice the newsletter? You probably didn't even look at it since we weren't here, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I saw it.
But the Groundhog Day.
Hog Day. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and mentioned that you don't have to keep listening to our shows over and over again.
Perfect. We make it Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that was on, again, this last week. I always have to stop and watch it.
You know what's funny about that whole thing, Groundhog's Day, is that it had a meaning before the movie that was completely different than the movie. Now it has a completely separate meaning. And now
that's true.
And now even if you ask kids about Groundhog's Day, they also know it's a reference to something like deja vu or over and over again or repeat.
Right.
And they've never even seen the movie. but they do know the reference of it. Just like, your mouse on your keyboard is called a mouse, but they have no knowledge of why it's called a mouse because they don't even use mouse nowadays. They just use the screens and little things like that, or CC on the email, carbon copy.
Right.
I don't know what carbon copy is.
I only know carbon footprints.
It's good now. Yeah, we're good.
It's interesting because you're right. That is a leftover carbon copy. Back in school, that's what it was. You had carbon copies.
Yeah.
And people, let's go way back when you had typewriters, and then you would put your sheet of paper in, and then the blue carbon copy behind that.
Love the
and
smell
then
of it.
Type it, and yes, the smell was great.
That can't be good for you.
That's like the mimeograph machines back in grade school when they would copy off all the paperwork for your class, and then the first thing you do is smell that paper. I used to love to smell gasoline. I used to get out of the gasoline
my
station.
wife used to love the smell of garages because of gasoline.
Yeah, there's something about it.
Yeah. Now that I have a smell disorder, it is so sickening.
What, gasoline?
Oh, yeah. It's really, really bad.
Smell disorder. Is this in the New England Journal of Medicine now? Sounds like something new that we've just discovered because of you.
It could be because no one knows anything about it. Hey, in California, Southern California especially, everything is green. I mentioned, if you look at the mountains,
it's amazing, isn't it?
White snow against blue skies, green hills.
Yeah.
It's really spectacular.
We should get a picture of that for people that don't live here. Like, say, from the perspective of Point Loma, looking east.
That's an amazing picture every once in a while when you see the
skyline.
Well, you see the skyline, and then you see the snow-capped mountains in the background. And I feel like you're in Denver, Colorado, and basically in 10 minutes you can be skiing slopes. Let's be real, that's not happening here.
Right.
But that's the way it looks, right?
Because you got the ocean, then you got the coast, and then you got the mountains and deserts, and then
you could be skiing in an hour, though. It's only about an hour up to skiing. Well, from my house.
2 hours. Oh yeah, from your house.
From your house, yeah. But it's interesting, all the little microclimates that we have here in San Diego. Yeah. Beautiful time of the year, a lot of rain, and John says more rain's on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And the air is really crisp.
Mm-hmm. Clean, you can see forever.
So, John,
but you got to watch for because of that cold weather, frost tender plants.
Yeah.
You have to be careful.
Oh, that's why my hibiscus looks the way it does.
I think so. Are the new leaves frozen too?
They're just the leaves. I don't see any new leaves. They just turned brown, crisp, and fell
All
off.
of them?
Most of them. I sent you a picture.
Did you transplant it?
And you know what, John? This has had.
It's transplant.
You had to bring that up.
Because I've done everything right, including the rain.
You failed, Bryan.
You did the HB 101, right?
Everything.
Okay.
Tiger, thank you for that, for throwing that in there. That it was so it's a little shocked right now.
Yeah.
When temperatures, because hibiscus is pretty hardy.
Usually, yeah.
You have to work to kill them unless you've got it in a climate that it can't survive.
Right. And then I want to know from John, based on his super scientific rain gauge, how many inches of rain did you get, John?
I'm thinking it was probably about 7 to 8 inches.
Based in his trash can rain gauge.
Yeah, but it really was that.
We had a lot
right
of
now
rain.
they have bare root roses soaking in them. I've got a bad connection on. I think might have just run down my computer to nothing because I just went blank.
Well, I'm excited because it's Valentine's Day coming up soon, and that's always fun. And it's one of John's favorite holidays.
Well, you always give the best gifts, Tiger.
Yeah, exactly.
We love you on Valentine's Day.
But
The only thing I want for Valentine's are those candy hearts with the little sayings on them.
Yeah, those are tasty. I like the white ones.
You can't get them this year, though.
Why not?
First time in 140 years, 130 years.
Sweet
Why not?
hearts or whatever they're called.
What they find what do they find in this candy that gives us cancer?
Chalk.
They didn't find anything, but they were made by the company that made Neckos. Do you remember those Necco wafers?
Yeah. Little movie theater things about the size of a quarter or a nickel.
Yep.
Yeah, about a quarter.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Then they sold their company to someone, I forget who it was, and there wasn't time for them to make all the hearts that they needed, so they just didn't do it.
Just for this year?
For this year.
Okay.
Next year they'll be available, but nothing this year.
Anyway, back to your original point.
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Yes.
But this weekend we're going to have Stephanie. This morning we're going to have Stephanie with Heirloom Roses coming on, and she's going to be our guest, and we're going to be talking about Heirloom Roses' new introductions, roses, but they also have a whole slew of new introduction plants as well. And, Valentine's Day coming up, we'll get Stephanie on and see if there is time to still order things. But, when you're talking about a good gift, a plant is always an exceptional gift, especially something with flowers.
And especially if you keep it alive.
Especially if you can keep it alive. Because it's just something that, you're always going to have out there, and it's a memory of something,
right.
of a moment, of a time, of a person or something of that nature. And, so we're going to be talking a little bit about that this morning, which is exciting.
And that's how we're going to be giving you a chance
to
win a $100 gift certificate.
Yeah, 2 Heirloom Roses, which, how many roses did you say they have on their website, John? Like 4?
Oh, I don't know how many are on their website, but in inventory, they have 4,000 different varieties.
Jeez.
But obviously all 4,000 are not available at one time.
Right.
But still, just to have that ability at some point in time to have that selection.
So whether you're listening on Biz Talk Radio, AM 1240, or right there on Facebook Live, you've all got a chance to win that gift certificate. We will tell you when to call. And again, that number is 855-424-9825, and we'll repeat that as we get closer to that giveaway. And we'll be talking with Stephanie, of course, and learning a lot about Heirloom Roses. And I got a feeling John's going to be chiming in because it's roses.
Yeah, exactly. Any moment he has a chance to talk about roses, he
I'm still digging
capitalizes on
roses at my house, still trying to get ready for the move. And I've got to get those moved within the next 2 weeks because they're all leafing out.
Oh, yeah.
They've all been cut back now and can to can tight. But once they start leafing out, it's going to be a mess to move them.
You know what I have not done this year? Cut back.
Come over to help me move.
Well, but I haven't cut my roses back, and I normally do it in January.
I was thinking of you the other day when I was digging up Green Planet and dividing it into 3. So we'll have one for the auction this year.
Beautiful. Green Planet for the first time in probably a dozen years.
Probably since you bought it.
I think so. Okay, the music means it is break time, our very first break. We're going to come back with Stephanie. But before that, John's got the quote of the week. I'd love to hear from you. John at gardenamerica.com, 855-424-9825. Your best bet as far as an immediate answer to your question or comment, right there on Facebook Live. We are going to step aside. Happy Saturday. I'm Bryan Main. John Bagnasco at Palafox. Thank you for tuning in to Garden America.
Entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The Spring Home Garden Show. A zillion things to contemplate to make your home accommodate the lifestyle that you dream about. This is the best home show of all. It's one-stop shopping, wall to wall. You feel at home without a doubt. It's entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The Spring Home Garden Show.
Do you love your home, condo, or even your apartment? Then show it some love at the original, the biggest and the very best home and garden show in San Diego. The Spring Home Garden Show, March 1st through the 3rd at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. For everyone seeking quality products, expert services, and creative ideas for your home and garden, come to the Spring Home Garden Show, March 1st through the 3rd at the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
Entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The Spring Home Garden Show.
Do you have an old car sitting in your driveway? How would you like to learn a hassle-free way to get rid of it, help kids in need, and get a great tax donation in the process? It's real easy. One simple free call to our car donation hotline is all it takes. Call the Neshama Foundation at 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723. We'll come pick your car up for free and give you a tax donation for the full value of the car, running or not. The value of your unwanted car will go to help kids in need. It's fast and easy. Just call us and your car will be gone and on its way to helping children in 48 hours. And you get a nice tax deduction. Call the Neshama Foundation now to get rid of your car, help kids, and get a tax write-off. Call 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723. That's 800-721-6723.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. Call right now. 800-597-9323.
I can't get my computer to work.
Let me help you with that.
How'd you do that?
I just got techie with Geeks on Site.
Our geeks literally come on site. No need to stop what you're doing or block off time. We come to your home, office, or wherever you are. And we don't just fix whatever computer issues you might be having. We explain and teach you along the way so you can feel empowered and then help others at home or in your office. Better yet, don't have time for tech support to come to you? Let us remote into your desktop or laptop, and one of our geeks will instantly walk you through. Call 1-800-584-9039 and we will help you instantly. We offer affordable prices on our remote services and IT support. You and those in your office will never have to wait hours to have your technical questions answered. Get your free computer diagnosis today with your very own geek. Call 1-800-584-9039. That's 1-800-584-9039. And get started now.
Missed an episode of your favorite show? No worries. Catch all the episodes on demand at biztalkradio.com.
Welcome back to the Garden America radio show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
Yes, indeed, we are back. Thank you so much for your time, your dedication, your support of Garden America. We all appreciate it. I'm Bryan Main, John Bagnasco, Tiger Palafox. The usual suspects are here. We are your garden buddies. Stephanie is standing by. We're going to be giving away a $100 gift certificate today. But first of all, this show just wouldn't be complete without John's famous quote of the week.
You know, I picked the quote in honor of having Stephanie from Heirloom Roses on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And the quote says, "I love to prune my roses. That's the one thing I feel that I really do pretty well. It's like if you're or you can forget everything else while you're doing it."
Well, you have to because you're going to get stuck with thorns. You better be paying attention.
And that quote was from Julie Andrews.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you, Julie. Now, Tiger can attest to the fact that when I'd have to trim my roses back, I've got so many plants in the way in terms of trying to, maneuver around everything that there's no doubt that I'm going to get stuck. I'm going to get pricked. It's going to be a thorny. It's going to be a thorny pruning day for me.
It's painful.
It is painful. You know what?
Painting's beauty.
Pruning roses is not for sissies. Anyway,
I
speaking
fell head first into a rose the other day, by the way. Cut up my face.
You did?
Yeah.
I figured you just started playing hockey again. I assumed you were back on the ice.
I had blood all over, went in the house, and the part that was bleeding, I got to stop, and then I looked at my face in the mirror and thought, there's 3 other thorns in there.
You know what? I see your nose.
That's where it was.
Right there on your nose.
Yep.
Maybe later on we'll get a close-up because people are dying to look at your nose. All right, speaking of roses and thorns, Tiger.
Yeah, so speaking of Stephanie Coker with Heirloom Roses, and she's going to bring us up to date on what's happening over there at Heirloom Roses because they have a bunch of new things that they're introducing this year, plants, roses, all of the sorts. Stephanie, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey, so Heirloom Roses is like reinventing themselves over there. I mean, they're not just roses now. I was at your guys' website just the other day, and all of the new items, aside from plants even, they're, the gift items, the plants, the roses. You guys have been busy this off-season, yeah?
We have been busy, and it actually started last year. We had a bit of a demand from our customer for some companion plants. Mm-hmm. People were looking for some plants to kind of balance out their rose bed, and so we brought in some hydrangeas, and the response was just absolutely incredible. We sold out of every hydrangea we had, and so we started reaching out into some new areas this year, and have brought on some additional companion plants. And so far, the response has also been very, very good. So we're going to continue that.
You know what? It is just like a rose enthusiast to not be satisfied with only 4,000 plants to choose from.
Of course.
You know, like,
right.
I'm like, are you kidding me? You know, this is a company over here that's doing their best to preserve rose varieties, provide as much selection as possible to these people, and they just aren't satisfied. That they're like, we want more. That Heirloom Roses has to go out and find other plants for them to now pick from.
Yeah, but think of it. Hydrangeas grow in the shade, right? Rhododendrons in the shade.
right.
Roses don't. So
there you go.
That's right. So if you want to do your entire landscape, you can now go to Heirloom Roses and get plants for sun or shade.
There you go.
So, Stephanie, give us a little taste of what you guys are introducing. Now, I do have some images up. So let me start off with the ones that we have. And you're going to have to correct me if I'm saying this wrong, but we'll start off with a rhododendron, and it goes by the name of, is it Baden-Baden?
Baden, that's correct. It's a red. Yep. Oh, Baden-Baden. Yep, it's a red.
Baden-Baden, right.
Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about Baden-Baden.
It's a city in Germany.
Oh, Baden-Baden is a reddish color, bright red, waxy flowers. It's got a real dark center to it. The foliage is beautiful. Foliage is a bright green, shiny, and it's really a good hardy variety. It's good in zones 5 through 10. And it's a nice compact size. It's not going to get crazy on you. It's going to be about 2 feet by 3 feet spread. So beautiful variety, partial sun, just a great red kind of companion plant for you.
And we have that up on our Facebook right now, those of you watching on Facebook.
And then let's stay with rhododendrons, but I found this one really interesting because the bud color of the flower for this rhododendron is different than the flower color. This is Percy Wiseman, and it's got that really deep kind of pinkish bud, but then when it opens up, it's a kind of a pale, almost white flower. And I thought the contrast on the plant looked really spectacular.
Yeah, it's kind of a pale white bloom, and it's tipped in the pink on the edges. The really neat thing about this one is that the green leaves have sort of a velvety tan underside. So if you're kind of viewing it from the side, you get a different look at it than if you're viewing it from the front. Beautiful landscape plant as well, very versatile. Good for mass planting. So if you want to do a hedge or you've got an area where you want a few of them, Percy Wiseman would be a great choice.
Hey, well, when we switched to another plant here, I want to ask you, when we were in England this past year, we saw a rhododendron, and it was probably about 11 to 12 feet tall. Are any of these varieties that you guys are releasing big ones, or are they all the more compact ones?
Yeah, I kept everything pretty compact this year, just because, you know, a lot of our customers are supplementing their current gardens, and so I didn't think that anybody really wanted anything that was going to get that big. But certainly, if somebody had a request for something, I certainly would entertain it. Most of them that we're looking at are going to get about 3 to 4 feet at the max.
Yeah.
You know, I just had an idea since you're talking about rhododendrons. I noticed that our good friend Sue Crane was on Facebook.
Yeah, she's on right now.
Watching the show. And her husband found a rhododendron that came up from a seedling that is a spectacular color.
It was huge, wasn't it?
And what did they name it? Remember? We
had a contest for it, and I'm trying to think of what the name was, but I was thinking, wouldn't that be a great exclusive for Heirloom Roses?
That's a lot of pressure to put on Bob there.
Well, all he would have to do would be to give them one, and they could propagate
then
it.
they can do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got my attention. So, Sue, get in touch with me, and we'll see what we can't do.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, now let's switch up because this was in San Diego, we have a neighborhood called South Park. And through South Park, the streets all go in tree names. So there's Fir Street, Cedar Street, Pine Street, you know, all the basics. But I've always seen Kalmias Street, and I've never really known what a Kalmia was. And I saw you guys are listing, and then the one that I picked out and I'm showing on Facebook Live right now is Minuet.
Mm-hmm.
So what's a Kalmia?
Kalmias are a shrub, and they're similar to a rhododendron, only much smaller. The neat thing about Kalmias, they're also known as the mountain laurels. Kalmias are compact. Their blooms are really neat because they start off with sort of a berry-like sized bud and then just sort of pop open to this little umbrella-shaped sort of bloom. Lots of variegation in the bloom and just a beautiful little landscape plant. Very compact in size, partial sun. Great little plant.
Hey, Stephanie, we got to take a break, so we're going to come right back. And hopefully those of you listening and watching, any questions, first off, Facebook Live. We will get to your questions immediately. You can also email john@gardenamerica.com or pick up the phone, 855-424-9825. We've got a prize to be given away shortly. Stay with us.
Do you want to take the great shows of Biz Talk Radio wherever you go? Well, now you can with the new Biz Talk Radio app for iPhone and Android devices. Now all the great shows of Biz Talk Radio are with you wherever you go, just an arm's reach away on your smartphone. Download today at the App Store or the Google Play Store and get the brand new Biz Talk Radio app. It's Biz for you wherever you go with the new Biz Talk Radio app.
You started a DIY project at home. Then you realize convenience isn't always easy. The why in DIY doesn't mean, why is this so hard? At ADT, we DIFY, do it for you. We customize and install a secure smart home that you control from the palm of your hand or the sound of your voice. Smart security, designed and installed just for you with ADT. Visit ADT.com/smart to learn more. License information available at ADT.com. ADT, real protection.
Americans are going crazy for a new Italian diet pill that burns 3 times more fat than dieting alone. And the next 100 callers get 3 bottles for free. Sold under the brand name Invigorate 3X. This powerful pill triggers metabolic acceleration, a process that's deficient in most Americans, making weight loss a hassle. A new study shows 30 pounds gone in 90 days with just 2 capsules a day. Julie B. of Nashville says, I was skeptical, but when I saw a famous doctor made it, I decided to try it. I was shocked. I lost 16 pounds in 6 weeks. For a limited time, our listeners get 3 free bottles with a qualifying order.
Call 1-800-932-1789 now to get started.
Call in the next 10 minutes and also get a free bottle of the doctor's Ultra Detox. And don't forget your free 14-day diet fix. No obligation and 100% free when you call right now. 800-932-1789. 800-932-1789.
If you suffer from heartburn or other digestive-related disorders, then there is a new, safe, better, and natural alternative to better digestive wellness and heartburn relief. Praxid not only provides relief of heartburn, but Praxid takes a 360-degree approach to support better digestion, protect you from harmful bacteria, and also balance your stomach to improve digestive functions.
We like to think of it as the multivitamin of digestive health.
It's the only product to combine all natural ingredients known for the digestive health properties into a single patented product. Praxid also comes in easy-to-carry packs. Praxid relieves, restores, and maintains a healthy digestive system. Praxid is available here for only $39.95. Shipping and handling is free, and your money back is guaranteed.
To take advantage of this special radio offer, call now. 1-800-829-5685. That's 1-800-829-5685. 1-800-829-5685.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand and you care about your credit, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it'll take years to get out of debt. Call Consolidated Credit now. They've helped over 5 million people with credit card debt. Without destroying your credit, they can consolidate your debts into one lower payment, reduce your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. The program works. Call Consolidated Credit now. Call 800-350-3241. 800-350-3241. That's 800-350-3241. Consolidated Credit Counseling Services, Inc., 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33313. Not a loan company. Licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Maryland DM 19, Oregon DM 80031. Licensed by the Virginia State Corporation. Commission license number DC 32. Establishment of a plan may adversely affect the individual's credit rating or credit scores. Non-payment of debt may lead creditors to increase finance charges or collections activity, including litigation.
This message is sponsored by AmeriGlide, featuring the nation's best prices on a home stair lift. Are you having a difficult time getting around your home? Do you avoid going up and down the stairs? Have you even considered moving from your lifelong home just to avoid the stairs? Forget about moving and call AmeriGlide and learn how an easy-to-install stair lift is the perfect solution to help you get your freedom back. Plus, we guarantee the nation's best prices. Make this free call today to learn more. No sales visits are necessary. We can help you over the phone. Now you can stay in the home you've been in for decades. Please do yourself or your loved one a favor. Make this simple 2-minute call right now. Get the lowest price on a stair lift anywhere. Here's the number: 800-886-7342. 800-886-7342. 800-886-7342. That's 800-886-7342.
Watch some of your favorite shows on Biz TV. Check to see if you get Biz TV by going to biztv.com. And now, back to Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or john@gardenamerica.com.
And we just keep rolling right along. Good morning to you. Those of you in San Diego, welcome on AM 1240. The rest of you streaming Biz Talk Radio. And, of course, even more of you on Facebook Live. We do appreciate that. John@gardenamerica.com. Questions, comments, 855-424-9825. And, of course, Facebook Live as we continue with Stephanie. And, again, we should start talking about what's going to be coming up in terms of a giveaway when you're ready, Tiger.
Yeah, and just to remind everybody, we have Stephanie Coker with Heirloom Roses. And for more information, they can go to heirloomroses.com. Where they have all their new introductions, their new roses, their new plants, and all that fun stuff. And Stephanie, real quick before we go any further, if somebody was to get online today, is there a chance that they can get something by Valentine's Day, or have you guys already passed your shipping time?
Yeah, we're a little late, but I will tell you the great thing about plants is it's the gift that keeps on giving. So even if you're a couple days late from Valentine's Day, they'll keep blooming for you. It's a great gift. The other thing you can do if you've kind of missed the deadline is go ahead and get a gift certificate for your Valentine, and that way they can select anything they want.
Yeah, or keep listening and you can win a gift certificate for your Valentine's, and we'll get it to you before Valentine's Day for sure.
Did you see Rick's question?
No.
Stephanie answered his question.
Okay, good. Oh. Okay. Beautiful.
Yeah. I wanted to mention just quickly, because Stephanie was talking about mountain laurels, and this has been an area of frustration for me my whole gardening life, because I lived outside of Detroit, and it was too cold for mountain laurels, and I always wanted to have a mountain laurel. Then I moved to San Diego, and it's too hot for mountain laurels.
I guess you're not supposed to grow them, John.
I know, but it's just, I've always been fascinated by that plant.
That's funny. One of the last plants I want to mention in your companion plantings is you guys don't just have flowering plants, but there are some blueberries or berry plants, and one of them goes by the name Jelly Bean.
That's right.
That was a really neat one.
We are really excited about. Yeah, we're just really excited about the berry plants this year because they're beautiful patio plants. And the nice thing about these guys is a lot of them, including the blackberry, are sunless. You can put them on your patio. They'll continue to produce for you throughout the season. Talk about a chance to make some jam, right? So walk right out on the patio and pick some berries. These are just fantastic plants. We have blueberries, a raspberry, as well as the blackberry that I mentioned.
And one of the things people need to know, too, about these is that because they're so accustomed to having berries be these large, looming plants kind of a thing, and they used to be, but nowadays, the varieties that are being bred, I mean, they're amazing producers on small plants, and you don't need more than 1 or 2 bushes to completely satisfy your need for a berry, because it's almost like a lemon tree, where you're going to have way too much that you know what to do with. And, you know, that's the nice thing about these varieties nowadays that can be kept in containers or kept in compact gardens. They do produce a lot.
I don't know if you can have enough blueberries.
What?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I mean, lemons, of course. You know, 1 or 2 lemons and you're fine. But, you know, you could eat a quart of blueberries.
Yeah, you know what? I can't recall ever getting tired of eating blueberries. They just run out.
Yeah.
And I'm done. But
they just run out.
They just run. It's almost like caramel corn. Once you stop start eating, you can't stop.
Right. Except blueberries are a little healthier.
Yeah.
More antioxidants.
Yeah,
exactly.
than caramel corn.
They're a little bit better snacking item for you.
Sure.
Well, and so again, I want to repeat for everyone that to find out more, because we just named off a few of the new introductions,
Right.
but to find out more, they can go to Heirloom Road's website and see all of their new introductions. Steffi, is there anything else that you wanted to fill us in on some of the new companion plants or new varieties of roses you guys have coming on?
I just want to touch on the hydrangeas real fast. Everybody loves a bouquet of hydrangeas and roses
My
together.
wife's favorite flower.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
They're just wonderful. And like you said earlier, great for your shady spots. But one unique one that I wanted to just touch on is Simani. It's a climbing hydrangea. So if somebody would like to get a wall of hydrangea flowers, there's a good one for you.
What color flower is it?
It's a white.
Uh-huh.
It's sort of a multi-petaled white bloom.
Ooh, pretty. That's
very nice.
I've seen those because they don't do too well here, John, right? Like those climbing hydrangeas.
They will grow here,
but they're
not as,
because I've seen them like on the East Coast and those places where they
right.
do grow well.
And in England we saw them, and
they go up the whole side of a building,
right.
and just spectacular.
Yeah, most
bloom.
parts of the country they'll do well.
Yeah.
Not really great here in San Diego, but
yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's only one part
And
of the
then-
country.
Right. Then the last one I was just going to touch on quickly was the one new rose introduction. We will have many more coming. I've just had so many new introductions this year. We're trying to kind of get them out in groups. But Tropical Lightning is a beautiful new climbing rose. It's really a unique coloring, striking. It's got dusty orange blooms with some cream variegation in it. Absolutely stunning climber. And what's great about it is if you don't have room for a climber, you can keep it cut back, grow it as a shrub.
Yeah. Well, we want to give away this gift certificate that's been burning a hole in my pocket here. So
it's $100, right?
It's $100 to the Heirloom Rose website. And as I had mentioned, we can definitely get this to you before Valentine's Day. I'll drop it in the mail on Monday and get it to whoever the winner is. So what we're going to do is ask the first caller to...
What's the number, by the way?
I'm going to give that in a second.
Oh, okay.
The first call...
Impressive, John. Let him do his thing.
All right.
Call in and give us one of the new introductions that Heirloom Roses has, whether it's been one of the plants that we mentioned right now, or if you go to their website and see one of their other new introductions, call. And then if you can answer that correctly for us at 1-855-424-9825. Once again, that's 855. What was it, Brian?
424-9825. Now, again, just to clarify and make it simple, what do they have to do? The first caller that does what? Mentions one of the names that we talked about this morning?
Yeah, one of the names of the berries, maybe one of the names of the Kalmias, or one of the Rhododendrons. She just mentioned a hydrangea.
Okay.
And again, you can go to Heirloom Rose's website and see them all and be able to call and name one off, or if you just remember it from what we were just talking about, call
Okay,
right
so
now.
call. You'll be talking to our studio coordinator, who is not with us. He's across country. Give him your name and your answer, and he'll text it to me or instant message me, and then... because what we have to do here is if the guess is right or wrong, because they have to leave their name and address and so on and so forth. So go ahead and start calling right now, 855-424-9825, and then we're going to keep our studio coordinator, very busy. Give him your name and your guess, and then he'll put you on hold. That's the right answer, and then Tiger, you'll send that up before Valentine's Day.
Definitely.
I like the way on Facebook it has call us and it's got the number.
Right there. So if you're on Facebook, it's so simple.
Stephanie, so what is your guys' big shipping time for plants? Because we had mentioned we want to mention to everyone that some people are under snow right now. The last thing they're thinking about is receiving a plant for their garden, but they can definitely plan for it. And one of the things they want to mention is you need to sometimes book it out, because you guys sell out of plants throughout the year as well, right?
We do. The demand is great. And, we've all got spring fever like crazy right now. But we've got the cure for that. We allow you to buy your plants now and pick any future ship date. So it doesn't matter if it's sunny for you right now or you're under a foot of snow. You can still shop, find the plants of your dream, order, and ship later.
And, the other thing I want to mention about Heirloom Roses that they do, and if this is a gift, is they give you amazing tag options, right? Because when you go there and you buy a plant, You can get a customized tag that goes along with it, or a plant marker, or other things like that, which, I mean, that's something that when you're dealing with specific plants, when you're talking about the name of a rose or something, and it's not only are you buying it for the flower, but the name, to have that permanent marker to go along with that plant, so what the name is in future years, is an amazing gift to give along with that. And that's an option whenever you buy a plant right there, right, Steph?
That's right. If you want to add a tag or a stake, you do it right in the checkout when you're selecting your product, and we'll send that with you with the order.
I mentioned that I buy a lot of roses just because of the name.
Yeah.
And the first rose I think I bought because of the name was one I had seen at Heirloom Roses for the first time. And they probably don't carry it anymore because this was many years ago, but it was Tipsy Imperial Concubine.
And you like the name?
I thought, wow, I got to have that in my garden. But that was the first time I ever found out about that rose.
Really?
Does that ring a bell, Stephanie, with you? Do you recall that rose?
It was before Stephanie was born, I think.
She knows.
Probably. It's possible. But yeah, we still carry it. It's currently out of stock, but we do still carry it.
Oh, that's funny.
How about that? Out of stock, it must be popular.
And then what was the one you always talk about, Brian? Was it Mr. Lincoln, or which one do you?
Well, Mr. Lincoln is very fragrant.
Right. I can't remember. You always.
Hey, we're going to take a break, Stephanie. We're going to come right back, obviously, and We've tossed out the phone number for those that want to take a guess and win this $100 gift certificate to Heirloom Roses. And again, that's 855-424-9825. Those watching on Facebook, you can see the phone number. It's right there. We make it easy. John Bagnasco, Tiger Palafox, Bryan, Maine. This is Garden America. One more segment coming up. We're going to come right back.
It's entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The Spring Home Garden Show. Things to contemplate to make your home accommodate the lifestyle that you dream about. This is the best home show of all. It's one-stop shopping, wall to wall. You feel at home without a doubt. It's entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The Spring Home Garden Show.
Do you love your home, condo, or even your apartment? Then show it some love at the original, the biggest and the very best home and garden show in San Diego. The Spring Home Garden Show, March 1st through the 3rd at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. For everyone seeking quality products, expert services, and creative ideas for your home and garden, come to the Spring Home Garden Show, March 1st through the 3rd at the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
It's entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The Spring Home Garden Show.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for under $30,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet under $30,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait.
Call 800-605-5370. 800-605-5370. Call 800-605-5370.
Do you owe $10,000 or more on at least 2 federal student loans? Then you may qualify for new programs offered by the Department of Education. These programs can reduce your interest, lower your payments, and possibly qualify you for loan forgiveness. If you have $10,000 or more and at least 2 federal student loans and currently not in school, you may qualify for one of these programs. Call now to check your eligibility. Student loan advisors are standing by to help you determine if you qualify for these new programs. They can help you reduce your interest, lower your payment, and even forgive a portion of your student loan debt. Take control of your financial future. Make this free 5-minute free call now to Nationwide Student Loans and learn how you can reduce your student loan debt.
800-439-1588, 800-439-1588, 800-439-1588, 800-439-1588.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happened. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-915-8941. 800-915-8941. 800-915-8941. Call right now. Operators are standing by. 800-915-8941.
Due to an upturn in the economy, Main Street Business Loans has pre-approved the release of millions of dollars in small business funding. Your business may already be pre-approved to receive up to $250,000. We've sent out millions of pre-approval letters. We see the economy growing, and our underwriters believe now is the time to invest in your business so you can grow faster and make more money. And we're prepared to give you up to $250,000 to do it. Your funds can be available in 5 days. There are no application fees, no annual fees, just quick access to up to $250,000. If your business did not receive your approval letter to get up to $250,000, call Main Street Business Loans Approval Desk now.
800-430-7570. 800-430-7570. 800-430-7570. That's 800-430-7570.
From Main Street to Wall Street, we have the business content you need. So sit back, take notes, and tell your friends about Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
Here we go. Here we go. That's right. We are back on the air. Thank you for sitting through our great commercial break. Those award-winning commercials you hear. Biz Talk Radio, of course, John at gardenamerica.com, Facebook Live. We should explain what we're looking for. We had somebody call and guess hydrangea. We're looking for varieties.
Yeah. So it would be the name of one type of hydrangea.
Right. So if you're thinking hydrangea, give us a name of that. Now, you can always go back if you're watching on Facebook.
Or the rhododendron.
Right.
Or go to the Heirloom Rose website.
The website. It's find a variety, and then let our phone screener, studio coordinator, the guy that keeps us on the air, I believe I think it's Tom today. Anyway, let him know, and he'll write that down and text it to me, and we'll let you know that if you're right or not. So,
by the way,
looking for varieties again.
My daughter's listening on Facebook, and I think she disagrees with Tiger a little bit, even though she didn't say she disagreed, but she did point out how much she loves blueberries.
Oh,
and even my grandson likes blueberries.
We all love blueberries.
But I mean, off of one of those plants, you can get a ton of berries.
Now, that would be 2,000 pounds, Tiger. So you'd be lucky to get 1 or 2 pounds.
Anyway, I do believe Stephanie's still with us.
Yeah, so sorry, Stephanie, we digress sometimes. Before the break, we were mentioning, something about some of the varieties of roses that you guys.
Well, you were talking about the tags that you can add onto the roses.
And we were talking about the varieties that they've had in the past and they still continue to have, and you guys are going to be introducing new ones. When can people expect to find the new rose list going online?
Hello, Stephanie.
Nope.
There we go.
Oh, hey there.
We got you back.
There we go. I'm releasing roses weekly or new plants weekly. The best thing to do, though, is just subscribe to our newsletter. That way you'll get it delivered in your inbox and you'll never miss one of those new introductions.
That is a great hint because, definitely if you subscribe, you guys get those newsletters. And not only in the newsletter do they have all the new introductions and things that are coming on, but great tips. And one of the things Stephanie just posted on the Facebook Live feed was how to prune your roses. And you guys have a great tutorial for that. And that's another thing that the website offers all of the viewers of the website is great information.
I wanted to ask quickly
bet.
if we got a phone call with a correct answer, because
Not
we
yet.
have correct answers on Facebook, and you have to call to win, right?
Yeah, so if you're on Facebook and you've just guessed and it's correct, you've got to call this number, 855-424-9825.
Okay.
And we have it.
It used to be posted on Facebook, but not anymore.
Well, Tiger had the number on the page, but again, it's 855-424-9825. Call our phone screener, give them your name, your guess, and if you're correct, we'll let you know.
We were talking before the show started about how we really didn't like three-ring circuses. This show is kind of turning into one of those.
We don't know where to turn to?
It's like, what's going on? What's happening over there?
Yeah, especially with all the fun stuff going on Facebook.
Hey, as long as we're doing this and going in all kinds of directions.
The coffee just kicked in.
Yeah, really?
Well, I have to mention the quality of roses you get from Heirloom is probably better than almost any mail order company I can think of.
Sure.
Definitely is good. But they have one of my roses that you can order, and it's called Kendall Marie, which is named after my granddaughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to tell you, it's a polyantha rose.
Is it white?
No. I counted at my house, one cluster of roses had 80 roses in that cluster.
My gosh.
So, and the leaves are always healthy, good shiny green. And I believe the only place you can order it is from Heirloom Roses. So, if you want a gift that would really impress someone that they can't go to Home Depot and buy, I would
absolutely.
Look at Kendall Marie. I think you'd really like that rose.
Well, Stephanie, thank you very much for joining us this weekend, and hopefully your season's starting off great. And what's the weather like where you're at right now?
Well, we're getting some snow, believe it or not, but roses are tucked in, and they're happy as can be, so it won't affect us much. But we're excited about a fantastic season. There's a lot of people that are really excited about getting their roses going again this year, and we support that. So if we can help at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to us either on our website or by email at info@heirloomroses.com, and we would love to help you build the garden of your dreams.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Stephanie. Have a good rest, Stephanie. Have a good rest of the weekend.
You too. Thank you, as
All right.
always. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Have a good rest of your weekend. I just wanted to
re-say what I
clarify
fumbled
that
up.
for
Thank you very much.
Okay, so as John Bagnasco pointed out, we do have some correct answers on Facebook. So again, we need you to take that answer. If you are one of the people that guessed, call this number, 855-424-9825. And then if you're correct, you've got a $100 gift certificate to Heirloom Roses. It's not 20, not 30, not 40. John, how do we do it? Volume.
We're only giving away one.
Yeah, but that's big volume.
Yeah.
We do it a lot.
I think that's actually the opposite of volume.
I look at things differently.
Yeah.
As you know.
It's all relevant.
One time you got a peek into my world and you went, wow.
That's when I notified the authorities.
True. And the men in black showed up.
That's right.
And they said, don't you dare mention the fact that you've seen a UFO.
You guys are goofballs.
Okay, we've got a couple of minutes to go until the top of the hour. News coming up on many of these BizTalk Radio affiliates. Still looking for a winner to name one of the varieties that we talked about today with Stephanie. It's worth a $100 gift certificate to Heirloom Roses.
And I want to mention before we go to our next break, though, we're going to be doing a podcast at the end of the show.
Yes, we are.
And it's very timely because we're going to be talking about how to protect your plants from frost and what frost is on plants and why it damages them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a good podcast for people to listen, especially if you're in those areas. Now, John, one of the things that happens is, we get this rain, but that's not usually the problem because the rain and the clouds keep the areas somewhat warm. But after that rain leaves, that's when it gets really cold.
You have nice clear nights.
Yeah. That's the blanket is gone. And so those are what we have to watch out for. And then, we're going to be talking about how to protect your plants, what to watch out for, and what plants are more frost tender than other plants.
And each part of the country has a different challenge to face. You think of frost damage with tropical plants here in San Diego, but look at Michigan where you have polar vortexes, but maybe not as much damage because those plants are used to that type of cold.
Sure.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Sure.
Unless it's a mountain laurel. Then it's just not going to grow.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen during the break. We're going to take a look at some of these answers. And the first one with the correct answer, we're going to come back, and then we're going to announce you as the winner. So stay with us. Looks like we do have some Facebook people that have gone on and called that number, 855-424-9825, a chance to pick up and win that gift certificate worth $100. In the meantime, news coming up. We are back with hour number 2, 6 minutes after. I'm Bryan Main, John Bagnasco, Tiger Palafox. Stay with us. We are the Garden America Radio Show. Media and entertainment, for that matter.
Listen on the go. Download the Biz Talk Radio app. Available on iOS, Android, and BlackBerry. Biz Talk Radio. The opinions you hear on Biz Talk Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests, and do not necessarily reflect those of this station, Biz Talk Radio, its management, or advertisers. The information on Biz Talk Radio does not constitute a recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or service. If you have any questions about Biz Talk Radio, contact us at 817-274-1609 or at biztalkradio.com. This is Biz Talk Radio, America's home for
USA Radio News with Rick Vincent.
If Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax doesn't resign over allegations of abuse against 2 women, Democratic delegate Patrick Hope says he'll move to force the Democrat out.
I believe these women. He needs to resign immediately. Should the Lieutenant Governor fail to do so, on Monday, I intend to introduce articles of impeachment on Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax.
Fairfax calls the allegations against him a political smear. Those in Hawaii may have thought they'd escaped from the weather woes facing much of the continental United States, but a strong storm hitting Hawaii is bringing 40-mile-per-hour winds and 60-foot waves on beaches facing north. Hiro Toila is the state's emergency management director.
For those folks that are living on the North Shore, we would urge them to be vigilant and be prepared for the possibility that they may need to evacuate their homes.
You're listening to USA Radio News.
Hello, Ted from Russell Stover here. Listen, guys, we are great at a lot of things. Memorizing football stats, brewing craft beer, mounting TVs. But remembering Valentine's Day? Not so much. Luckily, I'm here to remind you to get your Valentine chocolates from Russell Stover. Just swing by the store, grab a heart-shaped box, and give it to someone special. Easy enough? Good. Because that's all you gotta do. Just, don't forget. Russell Stover. Make happy.
Hey, Charlie Jones here. The new year is finally upon us, and to make 2019 a better year, it all starts with a good night's rest. And right now, MyPillow's best offer ever has been extended. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the end of the year special for the lowest price MyPillow has ever offered for their 4-pack, including free shipping. And their 60-day money-back guarantee has been extended through March 1st. Best price ever, free shipping, extended money-back guarantee. That's MyPillow.com. Click on the end of the year special to get 2 premium MyPillows and 2 Go Anywhere pillows for their lowest price ever. And be sure to use my promo code USA.
Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren makes it official in Lawrence, Massachusetts. She officially launched her 2020 presidential campaign using the backdrop of Everett Mills, the site of a historic 1912 labor strike led by women and immigrants, to highlight the progressive populist ideals she's made the centerpiece of her candidacy. In the days leading up to the announcement, Warren has been weighed down by new questions over her past claims to Native American heritage. New Jersey Senator Cory Booker is campaign mode in Iowa. This is his first trip to the early 2020 caucus state as a Democratic presidential candidate.
I plan on crisscrossing the state. Nobody's going to work harder in the state of Iowa than I will. I'll do longer days. I will do more events. I'm just going to really work hard. I think the people of Iowa deserve to have presidential candidates try to reach out to them.
Although Iowa is a vastly white state, the theme of social justice resonates within the state's Democratic base. Booker announced his candidacy for the presidency last week. This is USA Radio News.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
Florida Republican Senator Rick Scott is urging Britain's Prince Charles to cancel a rumored visit to Cuba during his upcoming royal tour of the Caribbean. Scott shares on Twitter that visiting Cuba would signal the monarch's support for a ruthless dictatorship. Instead, he suggests Charles visit Florida to learn about the decades of atrocities inflicted on Cubans by the regime. ITV reported this week that the president of Britain's Supreme Court recently let it slip that Cuba would be part of the prince's tour this spring. According to Variety, ex-Fleetwood Mac guitarist Lindsey Buckingham underwent an emergency open-heart surgery last week. His wife, Kristen Buckingham, confirmed in a statement Friday that he's now recuperating at home. But while he and his heart are doing well, the surgery resulted in vocal cord damage. It's not known if that damage is permanent or not. Future tour dates are on hold. President Trump has gotten a clean bill of health in his annual physical. More from USA's Wendy King.
He underwent his second annual exam, and he spent more than 4 hours at Walter Reed Medical Center. When it was over, White House physician Sean Connolly said the president is in very good health. Specific details, such as the president's weight, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels, were not released. Last year, the president was advised to lose around 15 pounds.
Hundreds of people rallied in Washington state Friday to require parents to get their kids vaccinated for measles. That state has seen more than 50 cases of measles. It's one of 17 states that allow parents to refuse vaccines for philosophical reasons. For USA Radio News, I'm Rick Vincent.
If you're suffering from hearing loss, stay tuned for a special offer from the makers of Listen Clear, a revolutionary hearing aid breakthrough designed by top audio engineers to fit your ear almost invisibly. Right now, you can try Listen Clear hearing aids absolutely free for 45 days. You can also qualify for free shipping and free batteries for life. Listen Clear hearing aids are so lightweight and comfortable, you can wear them all day long. They're practically invisible, too, so others won't even notice you're wearing them. And the best part is, you'll be able to hear almost everything, everywhere. So do something about your hearing loss. Call Listen Clear now to get started with your 45-day risk-free hearing aid trial. This special offer won't be available for long, so call Listen Clear now.
800-716-4650. 800-716-4650. 800-716-4650. We're here 24 hours a day to help. That's 800-716-4650.
Welcome to the Garden America Show, the country's most listened to gardening program. This is your chance to join us as we talk about gardening, horticulture, landscaping, in fact, anything that has to do with the world of gardening. The phone lines are open right now at 1-855-424-9825. That's 1-855-424-9825 for your questions and comments. Or John at gardenamerica.com. And if you're watching us on Facebook Live, you can also post your questions and comments right there on our page during the broadcast. Now, here's Bryan Main, John Bagnasco, and Tiger Palafox on Garden America Radio and Media Network.
She is correct. It is 6 minutes after the hour. This is hour number 2, by the way, in case you're keeping track. It is Garden America. Tiger Palafox, John Bagnasco. I'm Bryan Main. Thank you for tuning into Facebook Live. Now, as John mentioned, we had a few answers. 424-9825, which somebody did. So let's bring on our winner. Ed, are you there?
Good morning, sir. Glad to talk to you.
Ed,
Hey.
you're a longtime caller, longtime listener. Congratulations. We know what your answer is, but for the rest of the people listening and watching, what is your answer?
One of the plants, and I can't remember what specifically it was called jelly bean because it really piqued my interest.
Yeah, it was
Jelly
a blueberry.
bean. It's a blueberry. You're exactly correct. So, Ed, congratulations. You're going to pick up that $100 gift certificate to Heirloom Roses, and we have your address here, and I'll give it to Tiger. Tiger's going to get that out, hopefully in time for Valentine's Day.
I'll get it out on Monday for you, Ed, and it'll just take a few days to probably get to you.
No problem at all. We're just elated. This lady, unlike John, I'm addicted to roses and blueberries. So this is a godsend for me because now my wife's going to go absolutely crazy. Where are you going to put all these extra plants?
I think we've all heard that once or twice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've got a backyard and a front yard, and it looks like a tropical jungle, and I'm so glad. I hardly ever see a plant that I don't like, and we've been very blessed to go to a couple of your shows in person, and always managed to come back with a bunch of plants from that, too.
Hey, Ed, if you could do us a favor, could you take a couple of 2 or 3 pictures of your backyard and this jungle that you speak of?
I certainly can, sir.
And then send it to John at gardenamerica.com.
Yeah, we'd love to see it.
We'll post it on Facebook or
can be done.
perhaps our newsletter, but give other people a chance. And for that matter, anybody who has a nice backyard or a decent backyard or something that you're proud of, plants, et cetera, you can send it to john@gardenamerica.com. Love to post it on the newsletter and or Facebook. Hey, Ed, while we have you online, do you have a question?
I'm just very interested. I have about the blueberries. I've got blueberries in pots right now, but I've been growing them for probably 10 or 15 years. So I'm really interested in this new variety. Hopefully they're smaller. These I have right now are like in half barrels, and I put them in half barrels basically so I can control the pH of the soil.
Right.
But if they have smaller ones, like she said about the patio ones, and I'm always looking for new varieties, I'd have to find out whether these are southern highbush varieties so that we could grow them here in Southern California.
Yeah, so the jelly bean one's only going to get 1 foot to 2 foot wide and tall. So it's going to be definitely more compact than the ones you're kind of used to. And
but it's very controllable.
Yeah. And then it's...
Now, are these...
Go ahead.
Tiger, are these southern highbush? In other words, because of the amount of chill hours, the southern highbush is the only thing we can use here in Southern California. If we have to go to a standard blueberry, the 600 to 800 hours of chill hours, we won't be able to grow those.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that Monrovia Nursery down here in Azusa, California, was growing the jelly beans.
Yes.
So I don't know if
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a southern highbush type, but I do know that it does produce in low chill areas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, well, then that would be, because I buy a lot of my plants that come from the Monrovia, and I've had very good luck with them, so I will go online and check that out. But that seems would be the way that they would, they would put a low chill to grow in this area. That seems reasonable.
Yeah, definitely. I think you'll enjoy it. I think it'll produce just great for you.
Well, Ed, thanks for your call, and say hello to your wife for us.
Congratulations, Ed.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. It's been a great year to start with. We're getting lots of rain as you are down there, and we're very blessed, and it's been a real pleasure to talk to all of you.
Well, thank you, Ed. The rain's on its way down here. We do appreciate it. Congratulations on that gift certificate. It's going to make a nice addition to your jungle backyard.
Hey, Brian, you were talking about sending your pictures and we'll put them in our newsletter.
Right.
And it doesn't really make any difference where you are in the country, because I don't know if you noticed that Pat from Mont Vernon, New Hampshire, sent in a picture of her backyard.
Oh, just now to you?
Well, no, it was in the newsletter, and it's nothing but a bank of snow.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's fine. We're looking for anything like that, whether you've got, things
that's
blooming.
interesting to us.
To us,
we don't see it.
In San Diego. In fact, what state was that, John?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. What is the capital of New Hampshire?
Hartford.
Okay.
Isn't it?
I don't know. I know. Is it New Hampshire or Vermont's Montpelier? I think.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. How were you on your capitals in geography, Tiger?
No, I'm no good.
How about math?
Yeah, math I was good, but no, capitals and geography, no. But what's funny is I was going. Tasia is learning the government right now in 2nd grade.
Wow.
So I had to explain to her what a capital is, where our national capital is, where our state capital is, and all that stuff. And it's funny when kids ask questions about that stuff because they ask such true and honest questions.
Oh, yeah. They cut right
through.
through.
Why is it in Sacramento? And I'm like, well, this and that. And, in the day this was happening and it wasn't always there.
And that's where they settled and that whole thing.
And just what does the governor do and what does a mayor do?
Those are great questions, though. I recall years ago when my son was very young, 5 or 6 years old, we started talking about state capitals while we're driving. And I said, trust me, not yet, but in a couple of years, you'll be taking a class and they're going to ask you all these questions. Yep. So we started to memorize it. Sure enough, 2 or 3 years later, he goes, guess what? We had a test on geography and state capitals, and I aced it. I got 100. I said, see? He goes, what else can we talk about that'll put me ahead?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But the point being is, and with your daughter, you get them young, and they don't forget.
Yeah. No, they get it. They're like
sponges. They get it, but they do. I love the way they go right to the source, right to the point. Well, the governor stands 6'2". Well, why is he 6'2"? Well, now we're talking about DNA and genes. That's another whole thing here. Okay,
I like to look at the state plants though.
State plants are
There's
very
some
cool.
interesting ones.
State flowers.
Yeah, state flowers. Yeah.
So the state flower of New Jersey. It's because that's the garden.
Flower.
I don't know. I was posing that question to you.
Yeah.
Well, hey, maybe we have another $100 gift certificate that we can give away to somebody.
For me, so I could get some more roses?
Yeah.
John, you need more roses.
Do you know, I was just looking, we're having because we're moving, we're going to have our house tented for termites. And I have to move my veggie pod away from the house.
You got to get it way away.
And I was looking, and I saw that a lot of the cuttings in there are rooting.
Mm-hmm.
And there's probably between 200 and 300 cuttings of roses. So
goodness
there's
gracious.
potentially another 100+ plants.
I remember years ago we had to get a house tented, and I was very naive about the whole process. And they put the tent around, and when they took it off, we had a series of plants that were right next to the house. They were beds. All the plants were dead.
Yeah.
Just crisp.
Right.
And I said to the guy, what happened? He goes, well, we just tented your house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, gosh, I kind of wish I would have known I'd have done something to maybe
right?
protect them. So I learned that lesson.
Yeah. The common blue violet
is the
Viola sororia.
This is New Jersey?
This is New Jersey.
And what is it again?
The common blue violet.
The common blue violet, not the uncommon.
No, not the uncommon, because
Do
you have any other questions you'd like Tiger to Google for you?
Yeah, let's see here. Yes, did George Washington really have wooden dentures?
You know what I was wondering about tenting a house? If you were a Native American and they said, we have to tent your house, they go, so?
That's pretty good. You just thought of that on the fly, didn't you?
I was thinking you're doing your
my brain
cartoon.
mash.
My brain mush cartoon.
Yeah.
That's
Might
pretty
be a
good.
good one for your cartoon.
I like that. It's a good idea. Okay, what else is going on now? Minutes after the hour. Questions on Facebook. We'll take your phone calls.
I had a question for Tiger.
855-424-9825 or John at gardenamerica.com. You want to ask Tiger a question?
Yes.
You can email him or call him or ask him right now.
I'm going to ask him now because Barbara sent me some pictures of what's growing in her garden just now.
Mm-hmm.
And since Tiger is involved in landscaping, I wondered if you've been seeing these things, because she sent me a picture of a bauhinia and then some magnolias.
Alexandria magnolia?
Yeah.
Those are pretty.
Well, Solangiana magnolias. This was the bauhinia. So have you seen those blooming yet? It seems a little
Not
early.
yet. No, definitely not yet.
Yeah, it seems a little early.
Yeah. Where's she at?
I'm not sure.
Okay, because usually the Alexandria is going to be a little bit more in March, and then the Bauhinia is. I've got one in my front yard. It's not blooming yet, though.
Okay, break time. Want to give us a call? Feel free. 855-424-9825. John at gardenamerica.com, or continue right there on Facebook Live. Bryan, Tiger, John taking a break. We're going to step aside. Coming right back.
It's entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The Spring Home Garden Show. A zillion things to contemplate to make your home accommodate the lifestyle that you dream about. This is the best home show of all. It's one-stop shopping, wall to wall. You feel at home without a doubt. It's entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The Spring Home Garden Show.
Do you love your home, condo, or even your apartment? Then show it some love at the original, the biggest and the very best home and garden show in San Diego. The Spring Home Garden Show, March 1st through the 3rd at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. For everyone seeking quality products, expert services, and creative ideas for your home and garden, come to the Spring Home Garden Show, March 1st through the 3rd at the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
It's entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The Spring Home Garden Show.
I'm Garner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's premier home purchase lender. Today's fluctuating interest rates can leave you with unexpected higher mortgage payments. At Quicken Loans, we've created a new way to protect you from unpredictable interest rates so you can buy a home with certainty. It's called Rate Shield, and here's how it works. With Rate Shield, you can lock your interest rate while you shop for a new home. So if rates go up, you don't have to worry. And here's the best part. If rates go down, you get the lower rate. With Rate Shield, we really have you covered. Here are more reasons why you'll want to work with America's largest mortgage lender. For 9 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. And for the 5th year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in the nation for mortgage servicing. Rate Shield, another way we can save you money on your mortgage. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Based on Rocket Mortgage data in comparison to public data records. Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year purchase transactions. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Additional conditions or exclusions may apply.
Life insurance is one of those things that just about everybody needs, but few people actually have. Hey, if you die unexpectedly without life insurance, guess what? You'll leave your family with even a bigger mess. Life insurance will help replace your family's income. It'll help cover burial expenses. Life insurance can even help pay off debt like credit cards and medical bills. Life insurance can even pay for college. And if you own a business and you die, life insurance can help your business from collapsing. It can even help cover estate taxes. Life insurance has never been more affordable and needed. Plus, you can always shop around even if you have a plan and save some money. So call the Life Insurance Quote Line right now for free pricing information.
800-915-9658. 800-915-9658. 800-915-9658. That's 800-915-9658.
Non-attorney paid spokesperson. Could your house go into foreclosure? Are you behind on your mortgage payments? Does it seem like the bank has no interest in helping you save your home? And you feel like you have nowhere to turn for help? Then we have good news for you. Foreclosure Protection Services can help save your home as they specialize in foreclosure assistance. That's all they do. If you're behind on your mortgage payments, being threatened with foreclosure, have been denied a loan modification, or been the victim of a predatory loan, it's critical that you call Foreclosure Protection Services now at 800-670-2142. Their network of attorneys and their agents are available to speak to you now. If you're behind on your mortgage payments, Foreclosure Protection Services can help stop the foreclosure process. Call today before it's too late. New laws are in effect that may save your home. Call Foreclosure Protection Services now at 800-670-2142. 800-670-2142. That's 800-670-2142.
Missed an episode of your favorite show? No worries. Catch all the episodes on demand at biztalkradio.com.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
Right back here, broadcasting live from the iHeart Media and Entertainment Studio, San Diego, California. Welcome aboard. It is Garden America. We do appreciate it. Facebook Live. John at gardenamerica.com. Also 855-424-9825. And Rick had a quick question about his lawn, pH and moss growing.
It has moss growing in his lawn,
yes.
Right? That's the description. So, Rick, when there's moss growing on top of any soil or in the lawn, that has two issues that are going on. Number one is that it's a heavy moisture environment. So either the soil is not very well draining, or it's just not evaporating quickly enough, or you're watering too much that it stays wet. And then the second thing that contributes to that is if it's a very shady area where the sunlight is not helping with the drying out of the soil, or sun would kill moss. So therefore, if it's in a shady area, also you got to make sure that you decrease the amount of watering in there. And that's the problem. And it's a big problem for lawns, because it'll actually kill out the lawn, and it doesn't repair itself when there's moss growing in it. So
case in point with my patio and the position of the sun this time of the year, there are parts of my patio that never get any sun at all, and I've got green moss growing in between the grout and the tile out there.
Yeah,
and I've always got to scrub it and get it out of there.
Yeah,
but that's Tiger. You're right. The sun will kill the moss.
Right.
But if he's having this problem, I wonder what he can do if it's a problem of the position of the sun and where his lawn is, compared to him not letting it dry out.
I think the position of his lawn is in Oregon,
where there is
no sun. That's the problem, where there's no sun and lots of rain.
Yeah, so you've got Oregon and you've got the Washington area where you've got tons of that.
So see what you
tons of rain, so a lot of moss. But
see what you can do about your weather.
There are moss controls that you can put on your
Yeah.
lawn. You know, Scott's makes one, for instance, that you can just spread over your lawn and take care of the moss. But yeah, there's not much you can do if it's raining all the time.
Right.
Even if you have good drainage,
Now
you're
that's
still going to have a problem.
With the product you suggested, does that wash off when it rains? Is it something you keep reapplying?
Yeah, it's something that you have to keep reapplying. It's kind of a little bit like a selective herbicide. You know, like you'll find like
Be
a
like
weed and feed,
like a spinosyn.
or
Every 10 days you got to reapply it.
yeah, I don't think it's that far. I think it's like once a month. But
Okay.
you know, it's kind of like a selective herbicide, so you have to reapply it because the moss does come back, as John mentioned, in certain areas where no matter what you do, you just have a ideal environment for growing those issues. But you know, it'll kill out a lawn though, so you got to be careful of that. You want to use
That's
that.
a good
if you wanna
question,
keep
Ed.
that. Yeah.
Ed's had to make the adjustment moving to.
That was Rick.
I'm sorry, Rick.
Right.
The reason
Ed won $100.
Ed's on my mind because his information is right here, and I keep looking at it, which I'll give to you.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that, you know, I think Rick might have asked if it was a pH problem, and it is a pH problem too. But one of the things that helps to take care of the moss is iron sulfate. That's also a good fertilizer for the lawn, adding iron.
Yeah.
So a couple things to think of.
You know, with adding iron to, you know, the lawn and then the pH and all that, yeah, you know, you could almost maybe solve your problem just with correct fertilizing or something.
Yeah.
But that'd be a hard soil test to figure out what you have going on already.
Laura mentioned on Facebook that she always thinks of New Jersey when she thinks of hydrangeas.
Yeah.
I would think she would think of common wood violets.
Yeah, exactly.
Common wood violet.
Well, you know, the awesome thing is that, you know, there's that big sign coming into Newark from New York, you know, New Jersey, you know, the Garden State.
Right.
But Newark looks nothing like a Garden State.
You know, New Jersey is interesting because you have so many pockets of like shady places. And I don't mean shady because there's no sun. And then you have like these beautiful parts that are all garden.
Just gorgeous.
But you have to go through Newark to get there.
Yeah.
You got to want it.
And then it's really neat because they have.
Hope we don't have any listeners in Newark right now.
And we love Newark. We just think to get to the garden, you got to go through Newark.
You got to go through the gate.
Yes, exactly.
But it's amazing too because when you're driving down the road, you know, because it's the Garden State and things just grow so well, it's just lined with trees and
everywhere.
You think forest, right? And then when you get off of the highway and you get into like where people's homes are, you start to see the beautiful landscapes and the gardens and the flowers and stuff. But it's almost like the road keeps all of that hidden. And I couldn't imagine their like road maintenance budget. You know, like our freeway maintenance here in Southern California is maybe once every couple of years they go down and knock down some weeds or trim some plants.
Fill a pothole when they feel like it.
Yeah, you know, but there, I mean, if they don't stay on top of keeping that road clear from the overgrowth, I mean, people wouldn't be able to pass by in 6 months.
No, it's like the Coronado Bridge. They're always painting. Always painting it.
As soon as they finish, they start over.
They just keep going all the time.
Yeah,
That's how long it takes.
In California, they don't have to cut down the weeds because they usually burn them out once a year.
Yeah, exactly.
True. But then now, once that burn area comes back to life, it's even better than it was before, right? I mean, a good burn afterwards.
You know, up where the Holy Fire was, north of Lake Elsinore there?
Yeah.
Those hills are all green right now.
Oh, man.
Just beautiful green.
And wildflowers, too.
Yeah.
I don't think the wildflowers are open
yet. But
they
will. And
right.
That's the one thing you don't see when those areas are covered with chaparral and stuff. You don't see the wildflowers because they get embedded.
This would be a great year for the.
It's supposed
flowers.
to be one of the best years ever for
the
wildflowers.
Borrego.
Yeah,
the Borrego,
Anza Borrego,
Borrego Desert when everything blooms.
Yeah.
So we're looking at about maybe a month away. But boy, we got like I say, rain. There's really no end to it right now, but it's going to keep raining for the next 2 or 3 weeks, which is good. I know we're a broken record here in San Diego, but this is huge news.
Rick?
You know what I was looking at my house the other day. A lot of annuals will reseed themselves and come up, and sometimes, like alyssum, you almost think it's a weed because it just comes up everywhere. But do you remember? I think it was 2 years ago we sold the Kenyan lion's tail,
right?
The giant lion's tail.
Yeah,
and I've got those coming up everywhere now. But
From seed?
Yeah, and I really, really like them because if you don't like them, they're very easy to pull out, but they're so massive. And if you get 3 or 4 of those plants together, they're just amazing.
That's cool. It's coming up from seed. I thought it would have came up from like other plants.
Yeah,
no,
they're coming up from seed.
That's neat.
I think I gave you some, right? Did
I don't have any in this yard though. I didn't plant any in my yard.
Hey, what is the update on the veggie?
If you want some, I've got plenty.
Okay, I'll take some.
Veggie pod update.
You know what? My broccoli is ready. I was actually gonna make a salad today
and bring it in.
I should, yeah. But I have the broccoli, the tomatoes, snap peas, and lettuce, and it's all going.
Well,
great.
Get a picture. Let's get that on Facebook or newsletter or both.
Yeah,
outstanding.
Yeah, I was going to do that. But I was going to say Rick asked a question, and he wanted to know if Milorganite had enough iron for what we were talking about, and I would say no.
Yeah, definitely not.
Milorganite is not a high iron fertilizer. Right. I mean, it probably has a little. Well,
it's part of the many ingredients that they put in there.
But you need something, I mean, I don't think it's on the market anymore, but ironite or, there's iron fertilizers out there.
In our studio, we have a Milorganite sign, and one of the bullet points is high iron for enhanced greening.
But it's not the number that
it's enough to
moss.
green the lawn, but not to do the moss.
Yeah.
Okay, we're approaching 30 minutes after the hour. It is break time. Thank you for being right there, supporting us. More questions, comments on Facebook Live. We'll get to them. Also, give John some love. John at GardenAmerica.com.
You know when you have about a billion things to do today, and then you realize you're out of whatever it is that you really need, and next day shipping isn't going to cut it because you really need it in like an hour. Yeah, that's when you turn to Office Depot Office Max. Buy what you need online at OfficeDepot.com or on our app and pick it up in store for free in just 1 hour so you can get back to whatever else is lurking on your to-do list. And now save big at the Buy 2, Get 1 free event. That's Buy 2, Get 1 free at Office Depot Office Max. Offer expires February 9th, 2019.
There's more than one way to invest in your education. Investing in the right products, securities, and real estate generates secure and sound futures. What about an investment that retains its value? Consider college real estate. College real estate can provide housing for students and generate returns for their families. Through this special offer from Austin iLabs, you can download the free workbook from collegerealestate.com to see if this investment is right for you. Go to collegerealestate.com/radio.
Does your water stain and damage your fixtures? Does it smell or taste bad? Are you worried about what's in your water? Water quality should not be painful and worrisome. Get HydroCare water systems from Wave Home Solutions with the most advanced purification technologies. Call Wave Home Solutions today at 1-888-989-WAVE or go to wavewater411.com. HydroCare will eliminate limescale that causes hundreds of dollars in damage to pipes and appliances without using salt. Well water will no longer smell or stain your fixtures. City water will be purified of harmful chlorine, lead, arsenic, and chemicals. Wave Home Solutions provides the cleanest, healthiest water at every faucet. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, call 1-888-989-WAVE, 1-888-989-WAVE, or go to wavewater411.com. That's wavewater411.com.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
Do you have an old car sitting in your driveway? How would you like to learn a hassle-free way to get rid of it, help kids in need, and get a great tax donation in the process? It's real easy. One simple free call to our car donation hotline is all it takes. Call the Neshama Foundation at 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723. We'll come pick your car up for free and give you a tax donation for the full value of the car, running or not. The value of your unwanted car will go to help kids in need. It's fast and easy. Just call us and your car will be gone and on its way to helping children in 48 hours. And you get a nice tax deduction. Call the Neshama Foundation now to get rid of your car, help kids, and get a tax write-off. Call 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723. That's 800-721-6723.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and 3-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-935-0752 now and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Milberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you a copy of The #1 Mistakes Retirees Are Making with Their Investments Today and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-935-0752. That's 800-935-0752. Employees of J.D. Milberg Financial have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer.
Greece is cheap.
But the airfare costs a fortune.
Paris?
Not much closer, and again, airfare...
What about Puerto Vallarta?
Let's face it, flying anywhere is just too expensive.
Wait, what's this? Low-cost airlines.
With one call to low-cost airlines, you'll drastically slash your travel costs. We're talking insanely low airline prices to any of your favorite destinations. Where would you like to go? London, Rome, Costa Rica, Australia?
Wow, that's cheap.
So why wait? Call now to learn how crazy cheap it is to fly anywhere in the U.S. or international. Our prices are so low, we can't publish them. The only way to get them is to call to instantly hear the most amazing best deals on airline travel. It's that easy. So call now and start packing.
800-217-5107. 800-217-5107. 800-217-5107. That's 800-217-5107.
Watch some of your favorite shows on Biz TV. Check to see if you get Biz TV by going to biztv.com. And now, back to Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America radio show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
We are back. It is Garden America. Thank you so much for being right there. We are, 35 minutes into this hour, 25 minutes until top of the hour news coming up on Biz Talk Radio. Number to call, want to reach us at 855-424-9825. Also, John at gardenamerica.com here on Biz Talk Radio, streaming across the country and around the world for that matter.
Yeah.
What's going on? Did we answer all the questions? Are we caught up on Facebook?
We are.
Sure. Okay, good.
We are caught up on questions.
Yeah.
You don't have room for roses anymore, right? Because I've got to plant all these bare root roses I've got. And I do have extras.
You know, my heart says I have room. My brain says I'm an idiot. You don't have room. I don't.
How's that bulb I gave you doing? Is that started to grow?
I got to check on that because everything you gave me was right before all the rains. So I'm thinking, this is great. They're going to get all this rainwater. I will check. The hydrangea kind of got me.
Hydrangea? I didn't give you
I'm sorry, not the hydrangea.
Oh, the hibiscus.
The hibiscus got me thinking in another direction because I was so concerned about that.
Yeah.
But it'll be okay.
Well, I think I had some freeze damage on some of my hibiscus. And, my hibiscus are about 6 feet tall, 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
They're okay, but they're well established. They're fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine. You just cut off the...
Now, my hydrangea, speaking of that, is fine. It's in the shade. It's doing very well.
Yeah.
I think I took a picture last year and sent it to you because I knew that that your wife liked it so much. What happened?
My batteries.
What did I hear there?
Going down. I said, shoot. Darn it.
I don't have a dump button here. So hopefully they're paying attention.
Today, I've got the funniest thing happening in one of sections of my flower beds in the front yard. I have this Arctotis it's something sugar, either maple sugar or sugar maple. It's a really pretty Arctotis flower with kind of an orangish, pinkish flower blossom. And it's really hardy, but I've got this one section that's just kind of melting, dying out. So I've got to figure out what's going on there. I can't figure out if it's an overwatering issue or...
But the rest of it's okay?
Yeah, it's a section right in front of my house. It's about 8 feet long, and it's just got a bunch of them growing out in the middle of it in this area. And only one side of it is kind of having a problem.
And how much damage is there? Like if you were to take
about 2 feet.
You know what I would do? Cut it out and then see if it continues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, because it's dead, right?
Right. Yeah, it's dead.
So cut that out, and then just like somebody would cut out cancer on your face,
stop it.
Stop it.
Yeah.
See if it continues.
Yeah.
And if it does, you've got a problem.
Thanks, Brian. But it's yeah. So I got to figure that out because those are really hardy plants that usually you don't. And then John had mentioned, you see these annuals popping up, and I had this one flower like window box that I had planted with salvia, not wildfire, but one like that where it's just the red little annual salvia.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have in there some snapdragons, some pansies, but below it are all the salvias coming up from seed that had fallen from last year's plants in this area. And they look gorgeous and just growing up. I mean, I love it that when there's plants that you don't do anything to, and they just kind of grow by themselves and look awesome.
And do very well.
Yeah. I don't even want to touch it because I know I'll just probably end up overwatering.
Yeah, no, let it go.
And I haven't had my water on for, months now, but I don't know what. Maybe the area that Arctotis in, maybe it got a lot of water from the roof or something like that.
You know what I'm a little surprised at is with the cold weather I've had in Fallbrook, it hasn't touched the tomatoes.
Right. No, mine either.
And the tomatoes this is the third year for them.
Are you still using that product that we talked about for so long? They changed the name of it. It was freeze proof.
Oh, they stopped making it.
I have 2 full bottles.
Yeah, I've got a case.
Okay. I was going to say, because I would give you need it more than I do.
No, you need to spray your hibiscus with it.
Yeah, but it doesn't. We don't.
Did you spray your hibiscus?
No,
but it's not the freeze thing, Brian. It's the anti transparent part of it.
Right. That protects the cell walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why it would prevent the shock from.
Yeah. So if you go through
happening.
and spray it now, it'll even help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not too late.
Right.
The one plant that I really look forward to, and it looks like it's been through World War II. Poor thing.
It's just going to come out stronger.
It will come out stronger.
Yeah.
So I will use that.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. But the tomatoes they're grafted tomatoes to begin with.
So the
root
helps.
system's really strong.
Right.
But the top of the fence is only 6 feet, so they're not any taller than 6 feet, but they're probably 15 feet, 6 feet tall by 15 feet wide. It's just a solid hedge. You can't even see through there. And there's tomatoes on.
Yeah.
Which
tomatoes
surprised
too.
Me.
Yeah.
I got tomatoes. How about that?
There you go.
So let me, a grafted tomato versus one that's not grafted. What is the temperature tolerance difference about?
There shouldn't be any difference in tolerance. The difference is that the root system is stronger, so the plant's more vigorous, and it may be able to resist cold better. But the grafting doesn't change the top of the plant. It's only the root system.
So it's like somebody who's in really good shape running 5 miles versus somebody who's not in shape that can run a mile and drops dead.
Hope not.
Well,
something like that.
Yeah.
Close.
Okay.
Anyway, those tomatoes will, when the new people move into my house in April, they'll probably have tomatoes there.
Probably.
Yeah. What have you promised them when they move in? Like you have
for the yard.
I have not promised them a rose garden because I'm digging all that stuff up.
Good.
But I'm probably going to leave. I'll probably leave like 60 or 70 roses there for them.
Wow. Now, are these people?
They're from Florida.
Are they gardening people? Are they?
Well, they liked the garden. That was one of the things they liked about the
Sure,
house.
and they want somebody else to do all the work and keep it that way, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Tell them they can hire you.
Yeah.
No, I've got way too much to do.
But hopefully that they'll take an interest in it is what you're hoping, and keep it alive.
Yeah, I'm trying to dig out as much as I can. I told them that everything in containers was going, of course, and then I really want to dig up some of these specimens that I'm not sure if they're too big or not.
And what about your front yard, which you've done such a beautiful job on as far as all the color and everything that you have planted?
It's all dead.
It's dead?
Yeah, all the color is, because that was the impatiens and
all the annuals and
things.
stuff.
Yeah, they're all dead. And then the gophers ate a bunch of it.
Good. And the gophers come with the house?
Gophers did come with
that
the
was
house.
a disclosure.
Yeah.
They disclosed that.
I did notice that with all the rains we've had, do you remember the carnations we had last year?
Absolutely. I think I started that movement.
They're starting to bloom again. I don't know if you still have any of yours.
No, remember I told you they're planted in a bed with a bunch of gazanias and things.
And they overgrew?
Well, something it's weird. They turned either something ate them or they turned funny. I meant to send you a picture.
Mine didn't do well either.
Yeah.
Everything you just said happened to mine.
They turned like brown and like slender kind of a thing,
Right. And I'm only bringing it up because you've admitted it.
I don't know what happened.
Mine are fine, and those, as I recall, were hardy to zone 3.
Yeah.
Are we all in the same zone?
No.
We're not, are we?
Well, we use sunset zones here.
And
I
that's
think
the
we're all
difference.
in USDA zone 10.
Correct.
But then
that
there's
says nothing
little
about
micro zones then within that?
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
Tiger, I think you're in zone 24.
Correct.
And then I'm in zone 23.
What about me? I want to be in a zone.
You're probably 24 also.
And I could be 24 and a half.
Yeah, but it's marginal for you up
Now, you're
there.
between 23 and 24, I think.
Yeah.
Those were good years for me. I remember those years.
You're probably zone 24 just because of the protection you have.
Right.
But you're a little
That's right.
further inland, so you get more heat than Tiger does.
Right.
Yes.
But again, because of his patio, it's shaded and
This
doesn't
time of
get
year,
that
it's
heat.
really bad because the sun just does not hit the patio at all. And then during the summertime, I've got to be really careful because it's, almost above.
Right.
And things get really hot and crispy.
Well, where I live in Fallbrook, there's some tropicals that do better, even though I'm a little cooler, than they would do on the coast. And the reason, if you take maybe some tender palms as an example, on the coast, it doesn't freeze, but it gets cold in the winter, and you have some tropical plants that are marginally hardy. And it gets cold, and the roots
shiver,
don't,
huh?
Yeah, the roots don't do well, and
it's cold.
And but inland, even though it gets cold at night, and you might have a little frost, it warms up during the day.
Yeah,
and that doesn't happen on the coast.
Hey, by the way, when you came by the studio Thursday, what were
Yeah.
you in the midst of doing? You had this little jacket on with your name on it. You looked all official.
I was official. I was working.
I think you put it on just to come into the
Yeah,
lobby.
I just got off the couch.
Okay, 45 minutes after the hour. We got one more segment coming up. Love to hear from you. John at GardenAmerica.com. You can also call us, 855. That's a phone, by the way, if you're watching on Facebook. 855-424-9825. Again, John at GardenAmerica.com. I'm Bryan Main, Tiger Palafox, John Bagnasco. Beside, take a break, coming back. And again, final segment.
It's entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The Spring Home Garden Show. Zillion things to contemplate. Make your home accommodate the lifestyle that you dream about. This is the best home show of all. It's one-stop shopping, wall to wall. You feel at home without a doubt. It's entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The Spring Home Garden Show.
Do you love your home, condo, or even your apartment? Then the biggest and the best home and garden show in San Diego. The Spring Home Garden Show, March 1st through the 3rd at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. Everyone seeking quality products, expert services, and creative ideas for your home and garden, come to the Spring Home Garden Show, March 1st through the 3rd at the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
It's entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. The Spring Home Garden Show.
Funding Group has just released $100 million in easy access small business funding to businesses that gross at least $100,000 a year. You can have fast access up to $500,000 in new business capital in as little as 48 hours. Think about the ways you could grow your business if you had up to a $500,000 cash infusion. Call a NFG funding expert now. The process is easy. It only takes about 5 minutes. Then our management-owned lending team looks at your application for a fast approval. You can get 100% funded in about 2 days. If you need up to $500,000 in working capital to run your business and you gross at least $100,000 a year, call NFG and apply today. 800-296-1564. 800-296-1564. 800-296-1564. That's 800-296-1564. Americans are going crazy for a new Italian diet pill that burns 3 times more fat than dieting alone. And the next 100 callers get 3 bottles for free. Sold under the brand name Invigorate 3X. This powerful pill triggers metabolic acceleration, a process that's deficient in most Americans, making weight loss a hassle. But a new study shows 30 pounds gone in 90 days with just 2 capsules a day. Julie B. of Nashville says, I was skeptical, but when I saw a famous doctor made it, I decided to try it. I was shocked. 16 pounds in 6 weeks. For a limited time, our listeners get 3 free bottles with a qualifying order. Call 1-800-932-1789 now to get started. Call in the next 10 minutes and also get a free bottle of the doctor's Ultra Detox. And don't forget your free 14-day diet fix. No obligation and 100% free when you call right now. 800-932-1789. 800-932-1789.
I can't get my computer to work.
Let me help you with that.
How'd you do that?
I just got techie with Geeks on Site.
Our geeks literally come on site. No need to stop what you're doing or block off time. We come to your home, office, or wherever you are. And we don't just fix whatever computer issues you might be having. We explain and teach you along the way so you can feel empowered and then help others at home or in your office. Better yet, don't have time for tech support to come to you? Let us remote into your desktop or laptop, and one of our geeks will instantly walk you through. Call 1-800-584-9039 and we will help you instantly. We offer affordable prices on our remote services and IT support. You and those in your office will never have to wait hours to get your free computer diagnosis today with your very own geek. Call 1-800-584-9039. That's 1-800-584-9039. And get started now.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no-obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. Call right now. 800-597-9323.
From Main Street to Wall Street, we have the business content you need. So sit back, take notes, and tell your friends about Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
It is 51 minutes after the hour, back here for a final segment on this Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, depending upon where you are. And again, we do appreciate you joining us. Thank you for your support. Facebook Live, etc., Biz Talk Radio, John at gardenamerica.com, or Facebook Live. Questions, comments as we start to wrap things up. A podcast after the show, Tiger.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about how to protect your plants from frost.
So there you go.
Yeah. And, you know, one thing I think we got focused with Stephanie on from Heirloom Roses earlier in the show, and the idea was to kind of give our listeners some inspiration about some gifts for Valentine's,
Right.
for what's coming up. But I know that she had mentioned, yeah, they're getting a little bit late to ship for Valentine's Day, but for those out there that are looking for Valentine's gifts, the local garden centers, right now are going to have bare root roses.
Yep.
They're going to have the fruit trees in.
It's going to look good, too.
Yeah. And they're going to have wonderful selection of, flowers, orchids, things like that, for Valentine's Day, if you are looking to give a gift, rather than giving some cut flowers or just that box of chocolates, if you get a plant, again, it's something that if the person enjoys,
takes care of it,
plants and will take care of it, you can't go wrong.
No, and
because
it's going to be there.
Yeah.
It's always going to be there.
It's always going to be there. It's always
There's
going to have a
always
story to it.
chocolate-covered strawberries, right?
Always, of course.
Give them a strawberry plant. We have strawberry plants in stock right now.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to those strawberries we talked about a couple of years ago? They were white.
I have one in my backyard. I'm hoping to have it produce a lot this year. I'm excited about it.
What were those?
Pineberry.
Pineberry.
Yep.
That became kind of a thing for a month here on the show. We talked about
Yeah.
that for a long time.
Yeah, I'm excited about this season. The pineberry should produce a lot because I've been taking good care of it.
Now, do your kids like strawberries?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Isaac
loves blueberries.
What do they like that you're surprised? That wow, kids this age shouldn't like that, but they do.
Haggis.
Of course, haggis. If you're ever on Jeopardy and you don't know the answer, just say haggis. Are they into vegetables at all?
Isaac's into vegetables. Tasia is not. Tasia, something that's surprising that it's funny. You know when there's a food that you eat, but it's almost paining you to eat it, but you like it?
Right.
Flaming hot Cheetos for her right now.
Really?
Which she's not a spicy food person. And she'll sit there and she'll take a Cheeto and she'll bite it. And then she'll go, ah. And I'm like, why do you keep eating them if you have to breathe in between bites like that?
There's something about the mixture of the salt and everything else in there that she likes.
It's so weird.
And then your son,
he's cantaloupe blueberries
which
all the day.
Is all really good food, and he's got such energy that probably the last thing you want him to be is even more healthy.
Right. Yeah.
And he's just going to keep building on that.
Exactly. Yeah. We got a question.
Yes.
Are you familiar with the Disneyland Rose? If so, do you know where to buy it in San Diego? And this is from Mary Ann on Facebook. And the Disneyland Rose, I am familiar with it. It was hot a few years ago.
I've never heard of that.
It's a Floribunda rose that was put out by Jackson and Perkins. I think it's one of Keith Series roses, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and as far as where you can find it, I mean, I would love to say I know at Mission Hills Nursery we have it, but I don't know. So you can call there. But Niffings in the East County always has a ton of varieties out there. So Niffings in El Cajon area, and Hunters in Spring Valley always has a big selection of roses as well. So,
but Mission Hills Nursery, you might have it. You can't guarantee.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't think you do?
I don't think so, because the problem with the roses, as we mentioned, I mean, the reason why Heirloom roses can sell or not inventory, but have available 4,000 varieties is because they're selling them across the nation. For a local garden center,
right,
you have to have what you think you're going to sell that season.
Yeah.
And, trends change. One day Mr. Lincoln's the hot rose, and next day it's Iceberg, and then it's Disneyland, and then it's Betty Boop, and all
you
of
can
those.
go ahead and mail order it if you can't find it locally.
Yeah.
Like you go to jacksonandperkins.com.
And they'll send it to you?
I just checked, and they have it available. I would check Heirloom roses first and see if they
there you
have it
go,
available.
Marianne. Hope we've given you a few sources.
But it's a relatively common rose.
Yeah.
Really
Exactly.
pretty. It's a great Floribunda.
And it's a great producer. Great rose.
Yeah. And by the way, it was 1977 to 1979 that Magic Johnson was at Michigan State University.
I told you. How does it feel to be wrong?
We just got.
I wouldn't know. And how does it feel?
You know what's funny? After our conversation, we came back on the air, and you and I were talking, and John was just into his computer.
Yeah, he didn't lift his
research.
head.
He goes, "I'm going to prove him wrong."
Yeah,
I'm going to
exactly.
prove him
Well, the
wrong.
reason was I was at Michigan State.
Well, I thought it was more like early 80s, 81, 82, but then that was when he actually got into the NBA and played with the Lakers. So
That's right. They won a championship that year, right?
was-
82 or something?
He's still with the team.
Yeah.
Want to talk Laker basketball?
We
No.
digress.
We digress. We got a few minutes to go here until the top of the hour and the end of our show. Hey, by the way, those that live here in the Southern California area, for the time being, you can also catch the replay on AM 740 up in Los Angeles.
Do you know my butterfly amaryllis are all budded up? It seems a little early this year.
Well,
It's the rain.
yeah, I was going to say we've
So
had
it
some
could be.
good,
Well, you know what
good
it is.
growing weather.
It's the rain, the park, and other things.
I think I'm going to, last year I think I told you there were 30 blossoms, stems on that one plant. And
What show was that you told us that? I'm trying to remember. You said remember last year when I told you, and I'm just trying to think back to what show it was.
May not have even been a show.
Anyway, go ahead. We got a few minutes.
But anyway, I've got this huge container that I'm not going to bring to my new house. So I think what I'm going to do is just break them all up, plant them in the ground for the new people that are going to be there. Maybe put one in a 1 gallon can and bring it to you you can put it on your patio.
I'll do what I can.
I'm going to plant some freesias today.
Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
Good time to do it.
I like freesias. They grow so well here.
There's, I was looking, I have some Freesia lichtleinii, which is a species, extremely fragrant yellow freesia that naturalizes. And yeah, I like freesias too.
Are they coming up right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. We'll do it again next week, next Saturday, 8:06 Pacific, 11:06 Eastern Time Zone. I want to thank the entire crew keeping us on the air. Brandon, Zach, Jeremiah, Tom, the whole team. Doing a great job. Thank you so much. For Tiger Palafox, John Bagnasco, I'm Bryan Main. We thank you for tuning in. As I said, we'll do it again next week. Have a safe week and safe rest of your weekend. Till then, get growing, America.
Listen on the go.